I've got the simplest strategy for you to scalp boom and crash using, though it's a little bit messy, right? But this is actually using what? The laptop. But if you're using this on your phone, it will look a little bit smarter than this if you use the smallest pixels. Let me just show you the indicators that I'm using, and we'll be able to jump into the video, right? So for the first moving average that we'll be using is the 13 moving average, right? So it's the 13 exponential apply to close is the red one on my chart. I don't think you can see it clearly, but yeah, you can see it, this one, right? And done, right? And then the second moving average is the what? Is the 50 moving average, right? So 50 moving average exponential apply to close, and it's the black one on my chart, this one, right? And then we click done. Then we are going to be adding the parabolic SAR dots, right? The parabolic SAR is just the default settings, right? Just the default settings 0.02, 0.2, right? And you click OK, right? For the parabolic SAR dots, if you are using your phone, make sure that you use the smallest pixels as possible so that this becomes a little bit cleaner, right? And if you want to see the parabolic SAR, you can just zoom in a little bit on your phone so that it becomes cleaner, right? But for the laptop, as you can see, even if you zoom out, these dots will still be thick, right? So for the laptop, if you want to see them clearly, you have to zoom in. You have to make the chart a little bit bigger. I don't know what is zooming in, what is zooming out. What is making the charts bigger? What is it called? Is it zooming in or zooming out? Let me know in the comment section down below, because it confuses me a little bit, right? So right over here, right? So what do you have to look for, right? So first of all, we have to look for the 1350 cross. So this is for ticks only. We don't scalp spikes, unfortunately. If that was possible, oh, I would be a millionaire by now, right? So right over here, what do you have to look for in order to enter for your, if it's crash we are buying, and if it's boom we are selling, right? So in crash 500 you have to look for the 1350 cross, right? So the 1350 cross for a buy over here, right? So now we have to wait until a small spike comes, right? So this is done after we've already seen the higher time frame trend. If the higher time frame is showing an uptrend, so that's when we use this strategy. It's only applicable in a trending market. I repeat, only in a trending market, right? So right after that, right? So now after the 1350 cross, right, for your uptrend, right, we're going to be waiting for a little spike, right? When a spike comes, then we'll be entering when the parabolic SAR does appear below, right? So let's take this for example over here, right? We've got a little spike over here, right? And the parabolic SAR dots appear on top, right? You want for the parabolic SAR dots to appear on top first, and then when the first parabolic SAR dot appears below, that's when you'll be entering, right? So you can scalp about 5 to 7 ticks using what? Using this strategy, right? Yeah, most of the times you actually be profitable at the end of the day, but you have to remember to not over trade. I don't like over trading because you lose some money that you'd have already made, right? So right over here there's a spike to the 13 moving average, especially if the spikes ends at a, if the spikes and ends at the 13 moving average. That's when we are going to be entering, right? If it comes back to the 50 moving average, I don't encourage you to enter then, right? But if it comes to the 13 moving average, most of the times it just continues going what? It just continues going up. So right over here it spikes, right? As I wait for the dots to appear below. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So we're scalping about 5 to 7 candlesticks only. Right over here again it spikes a little bit, wait for the dots to appear below, right? 1, 2, and it spikes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Though it went even further, since we are already in an uptrend, of course it would have continued going further. But I don't know why we will be scalping, because scalping was more efficient, was much more profitable when hedging was still possible. Now I don't think there's much of that reason to scalp. But if you want to grow a very small account, you can use scalping in order to grow that small account, right? So after the spikes again, wait for the dots to appear and you enter. It's just the same thing. That's just what you have to do, right? As you can see, even if it pulls back to the 50 moving average, it still works. But I don't encourage you to do that, because sometimes it will continue spiking even after. So that's how you use this strategy, and try it out on demo first before. Then if the market is not in, if it's consolidating like what you can see here, this is not a clear trend, because we're not going up, you're not creating a series of higher highs, right? It's just horizontal, right? That's not a trending market, right? We have to look for trending markets. And when the 50 moving average is on top of the candlesticks, we don't look for opportunities over there. Try not to, because you'll be hit by spikes. You'll be hit by unimaginable spikes. And if you also want to catch spikes, right, you have to wait for the 1350 cross to the downside, right? This is just a tip that I'm giving you, right? If you want to catch spikes, right over here, right, 1350 cross, and when the candlesticks pull back to the 13 moving average, most of the times, if the market is in a downtrend, it will spike when it touches the 13 moving average, or when it is close to the 13 moving average. So when the market is close to the 13 moving average, you can take your position, right, and it spikes, come back to the 13 moving average, and spikes. That's just how the market moves, right? So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and share, right? And if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And if you've tried this video, if you have tried this strategy on demo, give me your thoughts and your thoughts on it, or in the comment section. And if it has worked for you, where you see room for improvement, you can just tell me, right, so that I can be able to make this strategy even better, right? So that's it for this video, guys.